Hello, this is Rachel Gates, and I am going to talk a little bit about my hybrid painting process. This is one of my recent um, paintings, and let's see a little further. It's 16 by 20, and the first step to any of my paintings is that I make large gesture uh, painting strokes onto my artwork. I use an iridescent paint, so you can kind of see it shimmers, and so it gives it sort of a more transcendental quality. So it takes, I don't always use a paintbrush. Sometimes I use the center of the paint container, sort of the lid insert, to create the spiral brush strokes. So the second step is to go back over it with pen. This is my simple ink marker that I use, and so I just show like different areas of my painting. I try and kind of, it becomes very much of a drawing exercise where I put the character of my drawing skills into my artwork. I'm going to show you in a few minutes where something looks like, what a painting looks like without the brush, the ink marker. It's really quite dull and unremarkable. And so this sort of monochromatic imaginary landscape is something that I started doing maybe a year ago, and just the subtle color variations and the Japanese sort of influence could be from the time I spent in Asia. It might have rubbed off on me a little bit. So I'm going to show you now the painting I'm working on right now, and also the difference between having, this is a part of the painting that I've already worked on, and I tried to just do kind of an all over abstract painting, and here is the part that's unfinished, and you can see all that depth and contrast is missing, and you just see sort of the things that I'm looking for, which is the texture of the brush stroke and the different color variations to each stroke. So it's all based on a spiral brush stroke, and the sort of magic that happens in paint when it's repeatedly put in a spiral. Nature is an important aspect that I try and talk about in my artist statement. I live surrounded by nature in a small coastal town in Brookings, Oregon, and although my work is abstract, I still feel that natural quality is shown in my artwork. So here's maybe some close-ups, and I think my joy of drawing sort of comes through in the paintings, these type of paintings. So once again, I used to do these I started painting imaginary landscapes 5 years ago, and this is something that sort of evolved into what it is today. And here's sort of, if you look back, it's a larger canvas, and you just get a sense of the real added value of the ink markings.